precious. Are you real? No. Is that all you got, big man? Is that all you got? Yeah. Oh wait, no it isn't. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir, and this should be my final video of You Kill Me Every Time, Strade. Because now, if you've seen at the end of the last video, we've unlocked MEMELORD mode. I don't know, he put in some MLG memes and some air horns in there, and you know, just outdated memes that I like because I'm old. I essentially start a game with MEMELORD mode on. Oh wait, so were all those question mark choices MEMELORD mode choices? So I can lie and say, yeah, I have friends who'll be here soon. Or I could say, no, I just came in to escape the rain. Or I could say, I have a tracking device up my booty cheeks. I kind of have to. That's why we're here. It's why we're here. What? You heard me. I have a functioning and broadcasting tracking device way up my booty cheeks, just in case I get kidnapped. You know, again. Does he not believe me? Alright, I'ma head out. I watch the man leave. Does he just dip? He just dipped. I mean, he said, alright, I'ma head out. I smacked my lips and kicked my feet under the table a little. This is a nice pub. Maybe I should order something. That's wowie. You had a nice night by yourself. It would be hilarious if all the MEMELORD mode endings are you survive somehow. Okay. I looked behind me to see the wall of water past the window myself. I guess we'll have to just get you home anyway. Oh, wait. I need to go to the bathroom first. Oh, you don't want to go in there. Why? It's huge in there. What? Yeah, it's way too big. You'd never even reach the sink. What the heck are you talking about? I know what the heck he's talking about. Editor me. Bring up the picture. Bring up the picture. Yeah, I mean, you can't help that. You're making a visual novel, and you just have a background, and the background is way bigger than the sprite. You can't help that sometimes. Let's just go. Okay, fine.
I was then diddled by the sweatiest, most bitchless, unemployed creatures this planet has ever seen.
My arms were pulled tight behind me and bound around the pole. The cloth in my mouth was pulled away. Then the blindfold was finally lifted from my face. Oh, this place looks familiar. Ah! How dare he? Boo! Ah! I got you. Comfy. Last time I didn't threaten him. You're not gonna get away with this. The police are gonna find out I'm missing, and that bar definitely has cameras. And if they don't get you, I'll fluffing... It has 4 cameras. What? The bar has 4 cameras. 2 in the back, so I don't really need to worry about them. He held up something that looked like a remote car starter. But they'll all be down. I knew as soon as I saw your face. Must have been the storm. You monster! You bugged the whole bar! That's dedication to being crazy! So don't worry. Get some rest. He dragged the blade across my skin, slowly, as he promised. Is that all you got, big man? Is that all you got? Yeah. the sad little yeah. Oh wait, no it isn't. He tilted the knife, pushing the point deep into my leg. All right. Sorry I laughed at you. He made a little screech. Oh, what was that? Hey, who made that adorable little screech? Come back, help me. Just as hopelessness closed in on me again, I heard thumping upstairs. The door opened and heavy footsteps descended. How dare he be so chunky? Wait, you have the same symbol as a tattoo, even though you're always wearing it anyway? Yeah, I wondered about that too. You got the thing on your shirt, and you got it as a tattoo. That's cringe, brah. Oh, yeah. What even is it? It's kind of a funny story. Well, it's not like I'm going anywhere. I saw this comic online, and one of the guys in it looked just like me. Oh. Well, maybe a little younger and skinnier. He had a tattoo just like this, so I thought I'd get one too. Wow, you must really have liked that comic. It's a pretty good comic. It was okay. The pacing wasn't great. I think the pacing was fine. Then why would you get a tattoo and wear that patch all the time? It's fun. I sighed loudly. Alright, I mean, it's fun, you know. You gotta find your fun where you can find it, I guess, you know. Oh, there's the spider. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, precious. Okay, now we tell him that we saw a spider. He stopped and stared at me for a second. What kind of spider? What you making that face for? You don't like spiders? Huh? I don't know, like a black one, I guess. It was kind of cute. Where is it? I don't know, it just kind of disappeared. Yeah, just kind of went... Schreiber. I have to tell Ren. He has to tell Ren gets a spider, get it? Ah. This can't be happening again. What? What do you mean, again? Is this gonna turn into a completely different game? Just stay here. I'm tied to the pole, Strade. Come back. What's up with the spider? Now I'm paranoid. Man, what the flufferdoodles? I closed my eyes and tried to will myself to calm down. I'd better not wake up to a giant spider up in my face. You don't mind if I film you, do you? Sure. It's okay. You're so sweet. Don't worry, you won't even notice it. I looked around, trying to find a camera. See? But there was a camera right there. I couldn't find it, but there was a camera right there. It's right there. It's right there in my face. Why don't I let you have some control, eh? You get to choose what we do next. I choose you and let me go, buddy. No. I swallowed nervously. He turned to the cabinets and took his time looking at different tools. I couldn't quite see what he was doing, but I heard a click. Yes, this is good. Manual versus automatic. I heard the unmistakable whir of a drill. Ah! Fluff! Gosh darn it, he keeps doing that. I mean, he didn't get me because I knew it was coming. But he keeps going, rah! It's scaring me. You douchebag. Come on, man. Okay, well, here's your choice. Aw. Come on, Strade, this is MEMELORD mode. You could be way more creative. Wait, was he sniffing me? Was he going sniff, sniff, sniff? He was going sniff, sniff, sniff. I froze, not understanding what I was seeing for a moment. I was seeing a baby. If I ask him, are you real? No. He just disappears. What the fluff? Just kidding. My name is Ren. Just Try to relax if you can. With you being able to teleport, and little spiders being able to teleport, and cameras that I can't see, I don't think I can relax. Good morning. Time to wake up. Bah! That's it. This is my villain origin story. I'll see you at the couch. Nothing. Don't worry about it, baby boo. It's nearly time for us to get started. You know the drill. That's not funny. Not even a little bit? See, Strade, if you would have came at me with jokes like this the first time we met, you wouldn't be my nemesis. What are we gonna do with that saw blade? Oh. Tell me, how does your hand feel? I could hardly understand what he was saying, let alone say anything back. I grunted softly in reply. Is that all you can manage? Come on. He squeezed my cheek, as if he could force words from me like a toy. A squeaky toy. Can I have the fingers? Yeah, they're mine. Can I have them? I want the fingers. The ones I cut off? Yeah. Sorry, but I need them. I'm gonna prank Ren. Aww. Let's finish this. But those are my fingers. I'm a bit sad to say it, but I think our time together is ending. A chill traveled down my spine. Straight! Hold on a second. Just a second. No, just a second. Hold on. Just for a second. Wait. Just wait for a sec. Okay, hold on. Espoir. Wait! Just hold on. Chill, brah. Wait. No more. Wait, but I loved having you here. I really did like you a lot. But, well, I want to be honest with you. I've gotten a little bored. Ah! He stepped over me and trapped my body between his knees. You need to do your part too. I need you to try your best not to die right away, okay? You can't tell me what to do! Yeah, spawn the game! Hey, cut that out! Yeah. Let me die in peace, Strade. Quit it! Stay still. No, I will not. You don't tell me what to do. That. Yeah, take that, Strade, telling me not to die. I unalived anyway. What if I try to attack him? I wonder how that's gonna work out. Attack! This might be the only chance I get. I better not mess it up. I messed it up. He stomped on my chest, much harder than before. Ep. Step on me, Daddy. Do I look like your daddy? Well, you don't look like my daddy, but you look like a daddy. No comment. His foot left my chest. He looked down at me and seemed to hesitate. I think you've learned your lesson. No, I didn't. I'm sure you know that no one will find you here. So, it's just you and me. I'm excited. You're excited. I'm not excited. Not even a little? I guess a bit. Yay! I'm gonna kill you. Ah! Drill or hammer? Hammers. The hammer. I picked the hammer. Really? The analog option, eh? Even as he raised the hammer, even as the stitches in my legs throbbed. I was bonked. The hammer crashed down, driving the nail into my skin and shattering my desperate doubt. The shock and force of the impact was so strong, I didn't make a sound, but my silence wouldn't last. Wait, why is he screaming? Did he did he stub his thumb? Ugh! What happened? Hey, here's my thumb. Aw, man. Are you okay? Yeah, I think I'm alright. You want to take a break? No. Let's keep going. Wait just a sec. Another blow drove the nail deeper. This time, I bit down on a scream. I couldn't stop myself from looking down at it. The nail was barely sticking out. It was almost entirely inside me. That's what she said! Hey, why don't you shove that last nail up your booty cheeks? He laughed in reply. I know I can count on you for a laugh. See? I'm a funny little gal. Oh, I got an idea. Wait, don't put it in my booty cheeks. I tried to escape my fate and let go of the tension in my body. That bonk! The force of his hammer blow drove the screw precisely into my knee joint. Ow! That smarts! My scream came out like a howl at the ceiling. I didn't hear him panting or see him raise the hammer. I just felt my knee shatter under the second blow. I didn't think it would go in, but, well, where there's a will, there's a way, right? Ah! He suddenly crouched down to the floor. Sometimes he takes me back down here and leaves me, so I hid these. He approached me with a pill on his finger. Then he lifted it to my mouth. I couldn't help but notice the large curved claw on his fingertip. What if he's lying? I shook my head internally. None of that matters. Could you wrap it in a piece of cheese or something? Just eat the random pill. Fine. Wait, Ren. Thanks for showing me your foxhole. Don't call it that. I'm a bit sad to say it, but I think our time together is ending. A chill traveled down my spine. Wait, you can't! My jaw clenched. Oh, I know how much you hate me. No way! I know. I did kidnap you and starve you and stab you and... Yeah, I was there. I have no regrets. Now, let's make one more hole. What? Sigh. I limped over to the cabinet under the sink and opened it. I dug through tape, nails, screws, anything that I should probably be grabbing, and some kind of catgirl anime figurine. Her cheerful face made me relax for a moment, until I noticed a dried liquid all over her. Ugh! Why'd they put hot glue all over this anime figure? I dropped her back into the cabinet. Nothing useful. Hey buddy, how about I stab ya? I watched him while moving my wrists carefully. I concentrated on moving as little as possible as I slipped one hand from the tape. You're staring. I gulped as my thoughts raced. It hurts. My fingers crept towards the hilt of the knife. Oh? My hand closed around the handle. I already know this isn't gonna work. He leaned in. Closer. Now! Stab! My muscles tensed, and I sprang, slashing at him. And I was thrown to the floor. His knee moved to my back and pushed the air out of my lungs. And where did you get that? You leave weapons all over the place, dude. It's almost like you want to be attacked. Yeah, I could, there's so much stuff I could beat him down with. He yanked my knife from me. Haha, you got me. Seriously? We're not that different. Unfortunately, you did lose. Huh? Aw, man. His hand balled into a fist, withdrawn in chastity rather than violence. He let out a breath and stood up. Ah! Ah, yeah, you got me. Do you want me to stitch you up? Don't touch me. The thought of him with a needle made my skin crawl. I'm fine. I don't need them.
Are you sure? If you keep bleeding like that, you won't last. You'll be weak too, and I know how you want to fight me. How do you expect to attack me if you can't even lift your arm?
With determination. He chuckled jovially.
So, how about it? Last chance.
I said no. Stay away from me. He laughed again.
Okay. Let's do something else then.
He thoughtfully examined his knife.
You can handle a little more, can't you?
He moved up close to me, pushing the knife up to my face. He wasn't waiting for a reply. I flinched away from the blade, his free hand clamped around my jaw, holding my head in place.
Open your mouth.
Okay. I reluctantly parted my lips and opened my mouth for him. I begged him with my eyes, hoping my compliance would earn me some mercy. I don't think this guy knows what mercy means. He slid the knife into my mouth, slowly, watching my reaction. The knife knocked against my teeth, forcing me to open my mouth wider. The taste of my own coppery blood on the knife made my eyes water. He began to push the tip of the knife further into my mouth. Ah! The motion was even, controlled, and incredibly slow. His intense expression betrayed a battle between concentration and excitement. For a moment, I was confused at his glacial pace, until I realized he wasn't going to stop. Ah, my uvula! Panic rose in my chest. He started breathing harder. I understood the game now. This brought him visible satisfaction. I didn't dare try to speak or struggle anymore. The tip pressed further into my mouth, millimeter by millimeter. The edge began to dig into my tongue as the top of the knife pressed into the roof of my mouth. Owie! You're lucky that the mouth heals very quickly. I reflexively swallowed, causing the blade to cut into my flesh. Blood mixed with my saliva, threatening to cause a catastrophic cough or choke. Tears sprang to my eyes as I tried to suppress the urge, all while he kept slipping the knife in further, until the tip touched the back of my throat. Ah! The choke I'd been pushing down exploded, tearing my mouth apart. He kept the blade lodged in my throat, almost to the hilt as I panicked. Blood and spit began to pour out of my mouth with pathetic sounds I can't control.
Is it too much?
No, it's not enough. This is weak sauce. His voice was low and breathy. The distraction helped me calm down and stay still, and so I began to notice that his hand was shaking. Hey, if we're gonna do this straight, you gotta play your part and be calm. His eyes were glistening.
What if I just cut your cheek apart?
Don't?
Like a big smile.
Why so serious? I tried to shake my head, ignoring the burning pain of the blade. I tried to beg. I pulled against my bonds.
No?
His trembling hand holding my chin started to slip. I couldn't tell if it was my blood or his sweat.
Maybe that's too much. Maybe.
He quickly pulled the knife straight from my mouth.
That look on your face is making me a little crazy.
A little? A little? More like a lot. Oh. He shoved his thumb into my mangled mouth. Ew! You probably didn't even wash your hands. He pressed down on my tongue, squeezing fresh blood from the wounds. Ow! Stay still. I was too scared to try to hurt him. I knew it wouldn't be worth it. His prodding thumb wasn't comfortable, but it was certainly better than the knife. He massaged my tongue and pulled my jaw open. I tried to ignore the awkward and humiliating prodding.
That's not too much blood. You won't choke.
Oh, thank goodness for that. I tried to figure out what he meant by that. I didn't have to wait for an answer. Oh no! He stood up and started undoing his belt with bloody fingers. I couldn't help but watch as he unzipped his pants. The straining bulge gave me the impression he'd been hard for a long time. Oh, you would.
I knew what was coming. I tried to swallow the blood in pain. Continue on or bite it clean off. That's what you get for messing with me. That is most satisfying. Oh, dang. He died. I can't. You bit it clean off. You bit it clean off. So when Ren teaches you about the drain here and the painkiller pills, what if I take more painkillers in MEMELORD mode? I withdrew the bottle of painkillers that Ren showed me earlier. It was hard to read the label in the dark, but I eventually made out the words, extra strength. It says I should only take one. Sorry, Dr. Foxy Ears, I have stab wounds. Honestly, I better eat all the random pills I can for now. I heard the next game's gonna get weird about that. Next game? I stalked, silent as the grave, and stopped next to the couch, hovering over his sleeping form. I just bought ground beef. Is he talking in his sleep?
Ren, come on. You always do this. You can hear it if you leave the beef alone.
Maybe I should put him out of his misery. Professional? Wait, what? Seriously, I've died 100 times now? Alright, so what if I choose to kill him and use the knife? But don't do it. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you get burnt in this ending. Maybe I should have stabbed him.
I'm gonna make your last time really special.
Is this because I ate your sandwich?
Finally, the sandwich comes back into play.
No. I was half expecting him to say yes.
A little bit.
Yeah. You mad because I ate your sandwich? Oh no. He let out a long, contented sigh and turned back to me, cigar once again in hand.
Perfect.
A flick of a lighter.
Hey! Dang it. Cheap lighter.
Come on. Ha! Can't light the lighter to burn me. Be hilarious if you couldn't do it. Dang it.
There we go.
You unalived. He lit you up. Yay! Alright. I chose to spare him. I looked back towards him, searching for something to say. But then I decided I didn't have anything more to say to him. I walked out of the small dark room and made my way up the staircase as quickly as my wounds would allow. I pulled out the key, and he started yelling from behind me. He was screaming the name over and over and thumping at a wall somehow. I jammed a key into a lock. Wrong. Gosh darn it, what is this, Lawrence's apartment? Oh hey, I just noticed, in MEMELORD mode, the fire's green. That's pretty cool. Screenshot. That's pretty sick. I like that. It's neat. That's cool. It's hot. It's hot because I'm on fire. Seeing the remote snapped whatever composure Ren had left. Out of my way, baby cakes! No, baby cakes! No! I slammed the button and Ren immediately froze in place. Sorry, baby cakes! I didn't wait. I pushed him to the side and ran in the direction he looked before. Bye, Ren! Figure your stuff out and don't get weird while I'm gone. And those words would haunt Ren forever.
What if I kill him in MEMELORD mode? I think I understand you now, and I think you and I both know this is the only option. I plunged the knife into his chest, and then I gloated. He finally stopped pulling at the ties and stared at me. He moved his mouth. I instinctively leaned forward. He seemed like he was trying to talk, but all I heard was a rasping wheeze. I wonder what he was trying to say there. Really hoped it would be, "You mad, Espoir? Why you so mad?" I couldn't seem to move. I just watched him. On a table next to the couch was a pile of objects, an empty glass, a weird remote, and a set of keys. I quickly snatched the keys, then after some consideration, took the remote as well. It had a switch, a button, and what looked like a scroll wheel. I moved the wheel, and the number changed. It went up to 10. I pushed the button. I heard a muffled thump and scream from upstairs. Oh, key smash, fluff. Oop. I killed Strade and left Ren electrocuted. Is he alive? Is he okay?
Justice isn't real.
Is that so? I twisted the knife and tore his flesh apart. Justice is real if I make it real. Oh. I was interrupted by a light flashing on the other side of the room. I looked towards the light and saw his computer had woken up. A little pop-up read, "Upload complete." What's this?
Why don't you watch it and find out?
I searched the screen, trying not to get lost in the multiple windows full of file lists and code. Strade, were you making a game about yourself? What the heck is this ugly game? Hey, it's not that bad. The eyes are really creepy. Alright, yeah, that's true. I closed it. Hey, no. Ugly game. Aww. I saw a video on the desktop. February, Anna gutting. Poor Anna. F's in the chat for Anna. I ground my teeth. Didn't take a rocket scientist to guess what was in this file. I thought about ignoring him and leaving it, but then I got a better idea. Okay, Strade, let's watch it. Get ready for the 4D experience. I ignored him and watched. Strade pulled Anna's tongue out and held his knife up to it. Run! Dude, relax. I'm just gonna cut you open and murder you. I would say that. I would totally say that. Strade lifted his bound legs and kicked at the wall before screaming for Ren again. I paused the video. Ren! Ren is not going to... Whoops. I heard a bang at the door, leading down the stairs. A click, followed by fast, light footsteps, made me freeze in place. Aw, man. Hey, buddy. Ren burst through the door. Hey, just give me a minute. Just give me like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Kill Espoir!
You don't want to kill Espoir. You don't have to do anything. Just go back upstairs and this'll be over.
Ren, my fox, help me.
Ren, the future's gonna be so cool if you just walk away right now. Goodbye! Well, shoot. Okay, listen. Stay with me here. What if we got the knife, we got the zip ties, okay? Strade's in there, door's unlocked, we can get him now, but, or, we could go over here to the steps. Yeah. I headed towards the dark staircase. My legs were still tender, but I was able to limp forward well enough. I placed my foot on the first stair, carefully. Then, with a little more courage, I began to climb. A creak in the wood instantly froze my body. I waited in the dark, half expecting my world to end, but a long snore from the other side of the basement reassured me. I'm still safe, for now. I kept climbing,
so slowly and carefully I could swear half an hour passed. Then I reached the heavy door. Another snore told me in no uncertain terms he wasn't on the other side. Yeah, this is where Ren would come. I twisted the handle and pushed. Then my heart sank. It's locked. It's locked from the other side. I twisted the knob and tested the door everywhere I could, but it was no use. There was the lock on my side, but I didn't see how that would do me any good. Trust me, Espoir in the game, it will do you lots of good. I pushed my rising panic back down. I have to do something. We should lock the door on this side. I grasped the sliding lock and pulled it carefully into place. No Wrens allowed. Ooh-woo. I slowly descended back down the staircase, carefully avoiding the creaky spots. Once my foot touched concrete, the familiar despair crept back in. I made my way over to the metal pole. It was a symbol of death and suffering, unimaginable cruelty. I reached out and touched it, but it was just a pole, just metal, just an object, just silence. I leaned against it and sighed. All right. Hee. I approached the door to my right. Torture. Tee. I raked the blade of the knife up his face, watching his reaction. Oof. He didn't scream or cry, but he definitely shook and breathed harder. How many people did you do this to, I wonder? He clenched his jaw, then answered. Plenty. So you know you deserve this. This time it was him laughing, but it wasn't a laugh I'd heard before. It was dry and bitter. Sure, if you believe in deserving. I slammed the knife through his bicep. Shut up! This time he screamed, and I relished it. I watched his body sweat and his wrists tug again and again against the sharp plastic. I kept my grip on the knife. Twist! Oh, I do. And you definitely deserve this. I twisted the knife in his flesh and watched him scream again. Hee. Ren! Ren is not going to... I heard her bang at the door leading down the stairs. Then I heard it bang a few more times. I chuckled and turned to Strade. Ren's not coming. I locked the door. Tee-hee. Realization and terror crept onto Strade's face. Yeah, I would. The deep, dark, down, completely vile Espoir would come out at this moment. And it filled me with excitement. I got into position over him. Then I shoved my knife in his mouth to force it open. Hey, like you did to me a little while ago. What was that, pudding pie? What? Why does the knife smell like pee? To add insult to injury. Why does the knife smell like pee? I kept it in the drain and you never let me use the bathroom. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Back in your mouth it goes. Ugh. Grabbing his tongue was difficult. Oh yeah, because I only got 3 fingies. But I didn't mind the challenge. I finally pinched it hard enough to pull it past his teeth. By now, his panic fell from his mouth in wordless noises, just like Anna. I positioned the blade and slashed it through. A wet scream filled the basement, and blood flowed from his mouth. His dead tongue dangled between my fingers, and I wondered to myself, that was so easy. I thought I'd be squeamish. I expected something inside me to fight this. No, I was too mad. You see, that's where you messed up. You made me mad. I'm a sweetheart. You made me mad. But there was nothing. He wailed pathetically as blood splurted between his lips and stained his teeth red. Ooh, you're never going to get those stains out. Ooh. I'd better hurry up if I want to finish this. He's losing a lot of blood. I left him to his choking and went back to the computer. Oh yeah, we didn't get to finish this because Ren so rudely and cutely interrupted. Once again, the video took motion.
Video Strade, healthy and whole, held up his piece of tongue for the camera. I scoffed. Mine was already discarded on the floor. I would probably keep it. He took his time playing around with Anna. Tears streaked down her face, and after squinting a bit, I could see tears running down his neck, too. I felt my mouth twist in disgust. You gosh darn dark empath! What the heck was wrong with him? I started to feel impatient. A tiny voice in the back of my head wondered if that was what I should be feeling. I ignored it and devoted my full attention to my task. Finally, Video Strade made his next move. He returned to the shallow cut on Anna's belly. He suddenly plunged his knife into her gut. Then he pulled it along the already bleeding line like it was a guide. I ignored the audio and her face. Poor Anna! Justice for Anna! I blocked it out and focused my attention like a laser. I watched the motion of his hands. Oh no! I am slowly being trained to be a killer! I watched the path the blade took through her flesh. As her struggling weakened, he plunged his thick fingers into the bleeding opening. Rude! He pulled a slimy mass of intestines from her. Hey! Those are Anna's! You put those back! My own stomach threatened to flip, but I pushed the sensation down. Clenching my jaw, I continued watching, cataloging his motions exactly. A whimper followed by wet drips behind me reminded me of my focus. I expected him to finish with her, but he moved again. He used his knife to saw off a handful of internal organs from her. Then he held her by the hair and shoved the bloody mass into her mouth. Well, I'm writing this down, Strade. Hope you're hungry. She wasn't struggling anymore. He kept fumbling with the flesh in her mouth, but at that point it was clear she was passing out. It was over. I closed the video. Then I turned back to Strade, still alive and struggling on the couch. Hey, baby. Well, Strade. I approached him until I was looming over his belly. You know what comes next, don't you? A gurgling scream was plenty confirmation for me. I played the video in my mind and followed along, and plunged the knife in, just as he did. His screaming continued as I followed the line of blood and cut him open. I leaned down. Do you remember the next part? He coughed, yelled, and shook his head vigorously. Knowing that he'd never say another word without his tongue was satisfying. I shoved my finger inside him. Ooh, how naughty. Just as he had done. I was shocked at how hot he was inside. Everything was wet, warm, and moving. Aw, that face you're making is so cute. Screenshot. I couldn't help but laugh. I knew I sounded a little insane, but I didn't care. I'm having a little bit of insanity as a treat. I grasped a handful of his guts and pulled them out slowly. For a moment, I worried that I wasn't grabbing the right organs. I had no idea what he had grabbed or what was in my hand, but I suppose that detail wouldn't matter as much. The mass threatened to slip from my fingers. I had to grab harder to pull it out. It seemed to try and retract back inside him. With a hunk of slimy intestine pulled out far enough to cut, I finally got back to work. Aw, sweetie, you look so upset. Screenshot. I sawed through the mass until I was left with a piece the right size for his mouth. I looked back at him and saw he was awake, but his eyes were glossing over. We're not done yet. Open wide. Here comes the choo-choo train. I smashed his innards into his mouth with great relish. He tried to turn his head, but I gripped a handful of his hair and slammed it backwards. His mouth opened wide, and I shoved the grisly mass inside. I kept my hand over his twitching mouth and watched him struggle to breathe. By now, we were both covered in his blood. All the heat, screams, moans, and blood began to fade. His pulse slowed under my fingertips, and then it stopped. Aww. I took a deep breath. I hadn't realized I'd been holding it. I slowly straightened up, and I looked down at his corpse. The quiet hum of his computer was the only sound left. After a moment of thought, I spat on him. Patooey! See you in heck, you piece of poo. Or, more accurately, see you in the price of flesh. The next moments were spent searching the room and easily finding his keys nearby. I took them to the door of the basement, unlatched the lock on my side, and eventually unlocked the door fully. I emerged into a nauseatingly normal suburban home. I looked and listened for the human fox wren, but there was nothing. I assume he heard what I had done. Maybe he's scared. He better be. I'm tough. I'm mad. I'm insane now. I scoffed. Well, it's his house now, I guess. I should take his house. I found the door outside, and with no resistance at all, I opened it. I stepped inside into the cool night air. I wiped the blood off my hands and started limping down the street. You lived, and your hands are bloody. Extra bloody. So much bloody. Okay, so that ending was pretty brutal, not gonna lie. That last ending, that was pretty brutal. I mean, he deserved it. He deserved all of it. But that was still pretty brutal. So, what if I use the knife, but not actually use the knife? I stood there, knife dangling over his snoring body. My hand shook. Why? Why, after everything, can't I... Ugh. The snoring stopped. His eyes were open. His hand shot out and grabbed my wrist. I gasped as the knife clattered to the floor. Well, wait, no, I wasn't...
No, you really couldn't do it, could you?
I trembled in his grip. I couldn't. Not this time. Ah! Oh. He suddenly yanked my wrist towards the couch, causing me to topple on top of him. Oh no! Oh no, he's probably so warm and soft and firm and fuzzy and soft. No. No! Screenshot. In the next moment, I was squeezed between his body and the back of the couch, held in his arms. I don't know how to feel about this!
So, how did you manage this?
I was so baffled by my new position that I didn't understand what he meant at first. But of course he was asking how I escaped the pole. Wow! Let me tell you all about it. I cut the tape with a knife.
And how did you get a knife?
The warmth and smell of sleep washed over me. I had almost forgotten what softness felt like.
Espoir? You wouldn't happen to be falling in love with me now, would you? I'm your nemesis, aren't I?
I got the knife earlier and saved it. I was just scared. I wasn't... He squeezed me and chuckled. Ah, no squeezies!
Clever.
My brain was screaming alarm signs, but my nerves and muscles were melting against him. His hands ran along my back, massaging me.
You're so strange.
I know, right?
Hard enough to survive this long, but too soft to kill me.
I felt his laugh rumble through his whole body.
So cute, so.
I felt my cheeks get hot. Yeah! Yeah! I reached around him, grabbed a big old handful of booty cheeks, and squeezed. You like that, big boy? See, we could be friends, Strade. All you have to do is tolerate my, all you have to do is sanction my buffoonery. He squeezed me close. Ah! Wait, sir, wait! Sir, wait! Screenshot. Alright, continue. Without warning, he shifted his weight and pulled me under him.
I want to see you squirm.
Oh no! My muscles went rigid. I was suddenly aware of just how trapped I was between the couch and his body.
I want to hear how you sound, too.
My heart started pounding. By now I knew exactly what he meant. I wasn't sure I was going to survive this time. Oh no, my pantaloons!
6.5 hours later.
But he just pulled up my underwear and laid with me, laughing lightly. You think you figured me out? You don't know nothing about me, Strade. The hazy pleasure fogged my mind. I didn't have the energy to be confused anymore. I just let myself sink into him. Despite the warning bells in my head, I started to doze. The warmth and comfort was too much. A different darkness closed in around me like a blanket.
I guess I can't let you sleep here.
Why not?
That would be, irresponsible.
Oh yeah, I guess 'cause I've got zip ties and a knife. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Ah! He got up lazily and pulled me to my shaking feet beside him.
Come on.
Aw, man! He pulled me into the main basement with a pointed glance at the pole. I pouted at the sight of the pole. Can I at least have a blanket? Or some kind of video game? Or a bucket to...
No.
Aw, man! I thought we had something special! I obediently sat down in front of the pole. Then I put my arms behind me, ready to be bound.
There's such a good pet.
He retrieved the tape and wrapped it around my wrists, firmly but not as tight as before. Can I have a kiss goodnight?
Really?
Whoa! He leaned down and kissed my forehead. Forehead kisses, but they're from Strade.
Now rest.
I wanted to ask if anything had changed, if I could ever be on that couch with him again, but I bit my tongue.
Good night, mein Liebling.
I couldn't push my luck anymore. I heard the door close and the latch click. The floor was so cold and hard. Not soft and firm like Strade's chest. My body shivered. I tried to remember the couch. I tossed my shame away and I fantasized about it. About him. No, I didn't even know when I fell asleep. Remain strong!
Good morning, beautiful.
Ah! I flinched away from him. I caught my weight with a good hand on the ground. Oh, is this the ending where we... Okay, well, this seems like a nice ending. You untied me?
That's right. I wanted to have a chat with you.
I gulped and tried to wake my brain up to prepare myself for the inevitable torture.
Well, the truth is, I was planning to kill you today.
I stayed perfectly still as I ran his words through my mind. Was?
Well, I'm a very curious person. I have to know how people work. I am, obsessed. And I've pulled quite a few people apart, trying to find out exactly how they work. I usually find out. People can be so simple. But you are not simple.
I'm pretty complex and silly.
I thought you were pretty serious at first, but then you made me laugh. That told me that there was more to you. Something a bit more complicated. On top of that, there was last night.
Indeed, there was last night.
You could have killed me. You could have escaped, but you didn't. You didn't make the logical choice. You just stood there. That was such a surprise. I was so excited. I love many complicated things about you. So you understand, I can't kill you yet. I want to keep you around.
I shouldn't be happy about that, but I'm happy about that.
You remember Ren, yes? Yes, he told me he'd already visited you. He seemed pretty excited when I told him I wanted to keep you. Apparently, I'm not the only one smitten with you.
Ren likes me too? We're gonna have anime pizza parties! I tried to smile and nod encouragingly, but I'm sure my fear still showed all over my face. He laughed warmly. I was sure now that he could read my emotions like a book. Then he picked up a thick metal collar. The oppressive shape dampened my rising spirits immediately.
This collar will shock you and kill you if you try to leave the house. I will also shock you if you make any trouble.
Oh, being Ian looks like I'm gonna be shocked a lot. What if I'm a meme lord?
Do you understand?
Oh, it says buddy on the It says buddy on the collar. Oh, it said. Somebody said that this is akin to like a wedding ring. Oh, all right. I understand. Let's do it.
He made the choice clear. Obedience or death? Good. He reached out and clicked the collar closed around my neck. I look forward to our time together for the rest of your life.
Or the rest of yours. You belong to him now.
Whew, I sure am tired. Maybe I should take a nap or something. Hope I don't have any weird dreams. I woke up and tried to blink my grogginess away. Vertigo twisted my senses as I realized I was standing. Surrounding me in all directions was an immutable and pervasive gray. Somehow it was oppressive and solid, not the simple absence of color. It pressed upon me, thick and unyielding. Like gravity, it beckoned me down, back to sleep. When I lowered my gaze, I was surprised to see water. Water in every direction, as far as I could see. Yet it flowed. It wasn't still. My eyelids fluttered. You aren't supposed to be here yet. I gasped as I was suddenly pulled beneath the surface.
Did I totally not restart my game 80 times to try to get that achievement? I'm trying to get the entirely neutral achievement.
Holy crap.
What?
You're perfectly balanced.
Does that mean Death the Kid will like me? What does that mean?
Well, I'm not really supposed to say, but your personality stats are all 0.
Rude?
It's pretty impressive, actually. You must have put a lot of work into that.
Or maybe I followed a walkthrough on Steam.
Or gotten strangely lucky.
Oh, so you're gonna let me live?
No. Who are you, Espoir?
You don't have to answer. Good, 'cause I wasn't gonna.
I'm a very curious man, but some mysteries can't be solved. It's time for me to move on.
Wait, but
you were so much fun, but... Well, I want to be honest with you. There's really not much else you can do in this game. You've beaten MEMELORD mode, and all that's left are achievements. I suppose we'll have to say goodbye. So, my dear Espoir, goodbye.
Wait! Ah! Well, that was MEMELORD mode, a secret dream ending, and cuddling on the couch with Strade. And because I did not quit, I won. I've won the match, I've won WrestleMania, I have defeated Strade, even if he's killed me over 100 times. I'm a little bit sad that this will be the last time that I'll be spending time with Strade. I was super, super impressed by this game. Everything has been upgraded, updated. Strade's story is really, really well written. He's a much better fleshed out character, to the point that I actually hate him less. But I really like this game. I mean, aside from all the murder and the assault, but I really enjoyed this game. This was a lot of fun. I kind of wish MEMELORD mode was even crazier, but I don't know. Actually, that would be hilarious if if the developer just said, you know what, let's just make the most ridiculous balls-to-the-wall game ever. I have heard that if this game does well, and it looks like it is, that we'll be getting a game about Lawrence. So, if I'm ever playing You Kill Me Every Time again, we'll be spending times with our cute little flower boy. And if you would like to see any other really cool visual novels where I narrowly escape, feel free to peruse my channel, and don't forget to like, subscribe, or interact in any way that's comfortable for you, because we're very close to making it to 100,000 subscribers. Plus, I would really, really appreciate it. If If you would like to see what became of our sweet little fox boy May and Ren, check out my playthrough of The Price of Flesh, Fox's Route. But until next time, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.
Ah, no, don't kill yourself. You're so sexy. Haha. What's wrong?
Strade! Come on, man. You stabbed me.
Espoir? Buddy, what is it?
You kidnapped me and poked holes in me until all my blood came out.
But
Ugh. Strade, you threw me around and starved me and cut my skin apart.
how?
Strade! Strade, you dumb mother fluffer!
Are you passing out?
He shook me like... he shook me like I owed him money.
No! How could... How could anyone have predicted this?
I'm dying. To death.
I wanted to do more stuff. Espoir.
Strade!
What is it?
Biscuit? What are you? I'm an alpha. What? Are you an omega? Hey, what the fluff are you talking about? I bet you are. I can smell it. My name is Ren. Now hold on, what about the omega thing? I'm hungry.
In a minute! Water and roast beef sandwich.
Do you have any bottled water?
What?
Tap water tastes weird.
Tap water is better for you. Don't be a baby.
I'm not. It's weird.
It's not weird.
It tastes like pipes.
It's tap water or nothing, Espoir.
Fine. Wait, one more thing.
What?
Is the sandwich meat people?
That's your second concern?
Okay, fine, just gimme.
Oh, Espoir. I love that you're somehow a crybaby and someone who would download a murder simulator. You engage with your emotions in a very interesting way.
Thumps upstairs became a sliding deadlock and the creak of a heavy door. Yes. Strade breasted boobily down the stairs. And a special shout out to our Parterre YouTube channel member, Eve, Adam's wife. Thank you so much for the support.